Nah, pull them up right now. Hands up. Hands up. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Gamescast. Today and only today we are here to talk about some Sonic stuff. That's why we're here to talk about some actual nice Sonic Frontiers news that we got. So it's gonna be a nice video. We're gonna get to some details. We're gonna nerd out a little, but of course, if you've been liking the consistent videos I've been pulling out, as you can tell, I'm in the work. You know, I'm out here. I'm doing my best this year to upload way more stuff. If you're liking it, subscribe, like the video, all that stuff helps out, and I appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving this stuff and commenting and all that. And I'm glad you are all enjoying, because I'm mainly on Twitch and Twitter, but it's been really fun to actually start dedicating more here beyond just posting VODs and stuff. So thank you all for dealing with me. And you know what? Let's not mess around anymore. Let's get right into the interview, right? Because we have actually a lot of nice information. There's a few key points, obviously, but there's some good info. So I'm gonna skip the parts, where they're just talking this shit like that Sonic Frontiers will succeed because Sonic Unleashed sucked to it. I don't care. All right, so let's read the first thing that Iizuka-san said. Oh, by the way, shout out to Gears for at least getting this interview. I can't get the interview. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So let's see what Iizuka said. We're excited to bring the game onto next-gen consoles, as both visual and technical gameplay elements will be elevated on the newest platforms. As games are beginning to release natively on next gen, it's exciting to be part of the wave that will really deliver on the full potential of these consoles. High fidelity, high speed, high energy games, says Sonic team creator. This to me is great. Now again, we already knew this game was coming to Xbox Series X and PS5, but this is important because, like, I know some people were worrying like, oh, how is the game's performance gonna be? I don't think you have to worry about that, like, one bit now. Like, the fact that it's not one of those games, because a lot of games nowadays are still haven't transitioned to next gen. You know, there'll be like PS4 games that you can play on your PS5, or Xbox games that you can just play on your Series X. But the fact that they are going to have different SKUs and like versions for the next gen consoles tells me we're gonna be good, bro. If they got a PS5 version of this game, it's gonna be running 60 4K FPS flawlessly, and that's the shit I'm excited for. And of course, PC mods, and they're gonna uncap the frame rates on PC, and it's gonna be crazy. Like, this is the type of game I cannot wait to see how this looks again on next gen consoles and like maxed out on PC, and when people eventually make mods to make things even look better. So I really think this alone is a really nice statement to make us feel right that, yeah, like, they are going to make sure that the technical elements and all this stuff are thriving on this. So very, very happy about that on the technical side. So that's our first nice little bit of news. So Sonic Frontiers set across Starfall Islands, an open-ended playground, high velocity. Sonic team is essentially working from scratch here, reworking all of Sonic's core movements and actions to better fit the expanded playable space. So from Iizuka's perspective, there were lessons learned from 27 Sonic Frontiers, but the ambition on Sonic Frontiers pushed the team to reconsider everything. This alone is such a big deal, bro. You know what I mean? Basically, Sonic Forces was so ass to them, right? Basically, not necessarily ass, but you know what I mean? Like, it was such a issue for the team and stuff that they reconsidered everything. They are like going back. They're like, no, we're done. We can't do this anymore. Okay, we gotta do something different. We're gonna get a core. Yeah. With Sonic Forces, the team set out to create a compilation of high-speed Sonic action games that flip the usual Sonic story on its head. Well, you know, I wouldn't go that far. Taking place in a world where Dr. Evil and Eggman prevailed. With the new storyline and world we create with Sonic environments and characters like the villain Infinite. So yeah, I mean, again, listen. So here's the thing about Forces, right? However you feel about it, the idea was cool. It was a cool idea that essentially Eggman had taken over the world and the team had to fight back, right? Obviously, execution poor on a lot of fronts, but it was a good idea. Now, let's hear what you have to say about Forces, right? With Sonic Frontiers, we are challenging ourselves to deliver an all-new style of Sonic action adventure. Yes, we're once again expanding the Sonic universe, bringing new environments and additional features to create a totally new type of open zone. First of all, again, just hearing action adventure with Sonic again is immaculate. You know, I mean, I love that, because obviously we've had the boost from that, and yeah, they are sort of, Sonic games are sort of action adventure, but I would consider the boost games more platformers, you know. But to get action adventure as the term used here tells me stuff like adventure style, tells me stuff like set pieces, you know, it tells me like unique types of levels, and that to me is one of the most exciting things from this interview. Like, hearing that they're going to be going back to an all-new style of action. It's even like not even adventure style, you know. We are trying to live an all-new style of Sonic action adventure. Like, what, to me, again, it's like I just can't wait for the gameplay show of this game. But I don't know what this could mean really. Again, obviously we know it's an open world. I feel like what they're really saying is it is open world, but with, you know, the Sonic Adventure sort of style of movement and gameplay, and obviously with a little more speed, a little more new stuff. But that alone is so good, you know. And once again, we're expanding the Sonic universe. This is a broad statement, you know. We don't know if this just means characters or it's like generally, like, you know, technically every game ever is expanding a world's universe. So that could be general. I do wonder if we're gonna get more characters here. We did have a lot of the leaks that were saying the main new character is this ghost girl, but with Ian Flynn writing the storyline, I feel like maybe it would be so cool if we got someone like Tangle or Whisper from the IDW. And speaking of IDW, by the way, I've been reading the IDW comics. Finally, I got into it. You guys should check it out. I'm telling you, as someone who doesn't usually read shit, if you like Sonic, those guys are actually really sick. So find them online. You can buy them online. You can buy them in stores to do that. Anyways, so that's really cool. Really happy about that. So one of the biggest questions hanging over Sonic Frontiers is whether it will be set through a thoroughly open world game or whether the various biomes of Star Islands will be self-contained. Sega has been careful with its language so far, referring to the 2023 release as the franchise's first open zone experience, or explaining that it will offer open zone freedom. When I asked Kazuka the clarity, he's only willing to confirm that further details will be coming soon. We don't have much to say regarding this year, blah blah. Stay tuned for more details later this year. So clearly they don't want to answer this question because, yeah, like, we know the whole game is in the Starfall Islands, but like, how does it work? Can I go from like point A to Z of Starfall Island by running? Is it like biomes? Like, do I have to select the area I'm in? Like, how does it work really? They are being a little coy with that for now. We have no idea yet. That's right. I think the way I see it will be like, it's certain open zones, and then maybe you like load screen to another zone, you know, to another biome of Starfall Islands. Now, again, there's so much we don't know about this game because because they've said there's different biomes, but we've essentially only seen this main like green grass area, you know. Like, I feel like there's probably like a bunch of areas we haven't seen. It's probably like a snow area or like some kind of deserty area, and I don't know, I feel like there's more places we haven't gone to. This information will be key in Sonic Frontiers. The landscapes are glimpsed so far be beautiful, dense forest, waterfalls is like desert, and I hope we'll be able to race through these areas. I'm trying to see what's the next score here. All right, now we're almost at the really good stuff. After all, Sonic is at his best when he's able to move really damn fast and without interruption, pummeling the creations of Dr. Eggman without losing speed. Izuka tells you that bringing Sonic's signature speed and combat abilities to life into larger areas is among Sonic Team's greatest challenges. We focused on bringing Sonic to the next level and ensuring that he's fully represented as the character that fans know and love while still making his new form exciting. Yes, 100 times yes. I want this game to have a focus on Sonic, but what I mean by that is in Sonic Frontiers, you know, you would play as classic Sonic or you would play as the rookie, so you wouldn't have a lot of that. Like, it didn't feel like Sonic was the main character of Forces. It always felt like I'd play as Sonic in Forces, but it didn't feel like he was in command, that, you know, he was leading a lot of the story and the cuts. Like, to me, this is what I want, bro. I want Sonic to be fully represented as his character and giving him new stuff that's part of him. So like, that to me is so important. I want this game. This is why, like, I almost died mid-video. This is why I want Sonic in general to really thrive here, and I want him to be the star of the show. And I don't necessarily want multiple playable characters because I think Sonic being the focus and him being, you know, the one in charge of a lot of the dialogue, and obviously have the side characters in there talk, hang out, and all that stuff. I think Sonic still having a lot of the shine with the moments, the characters, all that is going to be important for the game. So we pay close attention to getting all the little Sonic details right to make sure that Sonic's distribution characters remain consistent across every game and iteration. With Sonic Frontiers, we'll introduce new combat styles to bring Sonic's signature dexterity into the battlefield, and the new acceleration options obviously play into his iconic speed nature. Oh man, everything I hear, bro. I have yet to hear a single thing about the game really that I don't like, genuinely. So this is a big deal, man. The new combat style to bring Sonic's signature dexterity into the battlefield. Man, here's the thing. Sonic games have dabbled into combat plenty of times, you know. Sonic Boom had a lot of combat. Even Sonic 06, they would put you in a lot of scenarios where you were in a room, enemies had health bars, you would fight them, you had a little kick. Obviously, with adventure games, it's more like, you do your little hits on the robots. But yeah, of course, Sonic games are not new to combat. And of course, the biggest one being Unleashed with the Werehog, right? But you are a different form of Sonic. You're not necessarily fighting as regular Sonic. But to me, this is a big deal, right? Because a lot of people's concern with the game was like, okay, we're going through this open world. Are you just gonna do the thing where you see an enemy, you bump into it with your what's called your homing attack, and you bounce? This tells me that there's going to be a combat system. Like there's going to be new move stuff, and that is so exciting to me. What I want from this, here's what I want from this, right? I don't even care if it's like button mashy or not. I just want different moves. You know what I mean? I want to feel like, hey, maybe after I do 2 homing attacks, the third one does like a different like spin animation. Maybe if I press like, a kick, like maybe I can kick an enemy into the air, homing attack into him, and do like different stuff there. Maybe there's like that move we saw in the first show, where he does like the spin around the area, like that cyclone sort of attack. That would be really dope. I think like this stuff that'll make it feel like I can integrate the cool Sonic action and moveset into the combat would go a long way to make this really fun. I just want it to be flashy. Like I said, I don't really care if it's button mashy as long as it looks cool. Because at the end of the day, man, this is a Sonic game, and I think I want it to always be focused on Sonic's characteristics and speed and action. To me, this new combat style they're trying is really cool. And again, new exploration options. That's another big deal, right? Because again, this tells me, you're gonna unlock, this tells me very sort of like open world type, where like, okay, you just got this move and now you'll be like, and you're like, oh wait, now I can go there, oh now I can do this, which is very cool to me. Like that is awesome. This is stuff we don't get much in Sonic games. Obviously there have been upgrade systems, in Sonic Unleashed there was one, in obviously the adventure games there was one, but like it's very rare that like they talk about it like this, which I really appreciate. So yeah, so Sonic Frontiers set launch later this year. I was gonna say it isn't quite ready to nail down a firm release. Sonic team has been working on this open zone and container with Sonic more directed, blah blah blah. I'm trying to see, and of course, yeah, Ian Flynn, the writer responsible for the decade-long run of Archie comics, Sonic the series is penned into the original storyline. So again, I'm telling you guys, I've been reading the IDW comics. With Ian Flynn writing this, we're safe. Like, this is what I'm trying to say, right? And of course, they had to end it with Simon, as much as the video game, I struggled in 3D, blah, blah, blah. No one cares about whatever the rant about 3D Sonic. But yeah, no, that to me, like, everything I'm hearing, man, from Ian Flynn writing, as someone who's been reading the IDW comics, I'm even more hyped, I was already hyped from what people told me before, but now I'm even more. So we have that. We have this new combat style they're trying. New exploration options they're trying. Going back to a more action adventure. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like everything is like, it feels like all the things people have been asking for a long time put into a game. They're trying something new. They're trying to elevate Sonic's character, and they're trying to expand the universe and try new things. And I am just so excited. I'm really happy about this interview, man. I think it is a little more of a bigger deal than some people would come to expect. And also, again, them honing in on next-gen consoles tells me the game is going to look beautiful, run beautifully. I mean, we've seen screenshots where the game looks gorgeous. And man, when we get that game, I feel like there's so much to this game. I feel like this game has to have its sort of its Mario Odyssey moment, where, hear me out, right? First Mario Odyssey trailer, shows Mario, running around the environments, but you really only see it as like, okay, these are the areas and here's some platform. But then you had that E3 trailer where they showed the capping mechanic, where they're like, yes, here's the capping mechanic, this is what you do. I feel like this is what's gonna happen here, right? We've had our trailer, where we've seen the environments and stuff. Next trailer is going to be a dope ass gameplay trailer where we see the movement, a bit of it, and then there's going to be a third trailer where it was like, here's like so much of the game that we have yet to have shown. So I feel like there's a lot coming. I think March is going to be the next big update. I've been saying this for a while now. It makes sense. Movie's about to release. It will have been a while since information, maybe SXSW, all this stuff. So either way, guys, I'm really excited. Let me know what you all think. What do you guys want from this? What did you take from this interview? And I hope you are all very excited. Let me know what's up. And I love you. I'll see you all next time. Peace out. Let's get hyped together. Woo!